Okay, so today's our topic is tariff and its types. So, first of all, what is tariff? As we all know, tariff. So, what is tariff? So, tariff is what the rate or the charge at which electrical energy is supplied to a consumer. Okay, so the rate at which electrical energy is sold to the consumer is called tariff. Okay, because a certain amount of money rate is charged to the consumer for consumption of electrical energy. If we consumers are using the electricity, then we will have to pay some money for that electricity. Then at what amount we are paying for the consumption of electricity, so that amount of money rate is called tariff, or we can simply say the rate at which electrical energy is sold or supplied to the consumer is known as tariff. So the tariff rates, these are decided based upon the different types of consumers. This tariff is decided based on the different types of consumers, such as residential consumers, commercial consumers, and industrial consumers. And it is mostly decided depending upon the paying ability of consumers. This tariff is mostly decided upon the paying ability of consumer. So this is tariff. So the tariff is the rate at which electrical energy is supplied to the consumer, or the rate at which electrical energy is sold to the consumer, that is called tariff. Now, the what are the objectives of tariff? Means if we are saying there is some rate for electrical energy, then what are the factors based on which this tariff is designed? Okay, so what are the objective? Objective of tariff are what? First, the recovery of cost of producing electrical energy at the power station. Means we are paying the tariff. Means what in that tariff, what we are paying? We are paying the cost of production of electrical energy. Means for electricity energy, means for electrical energy production, whatever the amount is required, that amount we are paying in that tariff actually. Okay, means for electricity generation, some cost is required. That cost we are paying in terms of tariff. Then other factors are capital investment in transmission and distribution system. Obviously, if transmission system is there, means some investment is there in transmission system and distribution system. Means in transmission system or distribution system, number of equipments are required. So the cost of those equipments, if transmission distribution system is there, means transmission lines are there, substations are there, switchgear protection systems are there, many other factors are also there. So we are paying the cost of these equipments in terms of tariff. Again, another factor is the cost of operation and maintenance. Cost of operation and maintenance of supply of electrical energy. That is metering equipments, billing. Obviously, as we are saying, generation cost, then transmission distribution cost, and operation maintenance cost. So for operation purpose, means operation cost is there obviously, and maintenance. Maintenance is also important factor, because maintenance of generating station, if generating station is there, means whatever the equipments are there, regular maintenance will be required in the generating station. Then maintenance in transmission system is also required. Means if substations are there, then transformers, transmission lines, then switch gears, so maintenance of those equipments is also there. So operation cost, maintenance cost, metering equipments will be there for taking the electric reading, for electricity reading. Metering equipments are required. Then billing. So all these costs we have to pay in terms of tariff. So these are the factors. Along with that factor, suitable profit on the capital investment. So any company will expect some profit on their products. So same electricity distribution company will also expect some profit. So the generation cost is there, transmission distribution cost is there, then equipments cost, operation maintenance cost is there. Along with this cost, we have to pay the profit as the company is expecting. So all these costs we have to pay in terms of tariff. That's why the tariff is what? The rate at which electrical energy is supplied to the consumers. Okay, so this is about tariff. So what are the objectives of tariff? What is tariff? Now next is, what are the characteristics of tariff? Now what are the characteristics of tariff? Means how the tariff should be. Means how the tariff should be. Or what the company expects, means from the utility point of view and from the consumer's point of view. So proper return. First is proper return. Proper return means what? This tariff, how the tariff should be? It should be such that it ensure the proper return from each consumer. If the company is selling the electricity, then the company is expecting some proper returns also. That is, the total recipients from the consumers must be equal to the cost of producing and supplying electrical energy plus reasonable profit. Means how this tariff should be? Means in terms of tariff, the company is expecting the returns which is equal to the cost of producing, supplying electrical energy plus reasonable cost. And just we have seen, means the tariff includes generation cost, operation cost, maintenance cost, transmission cost, distribution cost, plus some profit. Okay, and this will obviously this will enable the electric supply company to ensure continuous and reliable service to the consumer. So proper returns means if generation system or distribution system is supplying the power to the consumers, as they are requiring the cost, then obviously they will expect the return from the consumers. Okay. Then the next factor is simplicity. How the tariff should be. Now, how the tariff should be? It should be simple. It should be simple so that ordinary consumer can also easily understood it. Means if whatever the calculations are there for calculating that tariff, then the normal person should also easily understood it. Because complicated tariff, it will cause an opposition from the public. Because if complicated tariff is complicated, then a normal person cannot understand it and he will oppose for that. So it should be simple. Then next is fairness. Next is what? Fairness. Now how the tariff should be? Tariff should be fair so that different types of consumers are satisfied with the rate of charge of electrical energy. Means tariff should be fair means different types of consumers are also satisfied with the rate of charge of electrical energy. Means big consumers should be charged at low rate than the small consumers. Means big consumers should be charged at lower rate than the small consumers. This is because the increased energy consumption spreads the fixed charge over a great number of units, thus reduce the overall cost of producing electrical energy. Similarly, consumer whose load conditions do not deviate much from the ideal should be charged at low rate. Means if the maximum demand does not vary much, if their consumption is constant, almost constant, then they should be charged at low rate. Then those whose load conditions change appreciably from the ideal. Means if the load is changing very much, then they will be charged at high rate than the consumers whose load conditions are not varying much. Means if load conditions are varying much, then they will be charged at high rate, and the consumers whose load conditions do not vary much, means it will be as close as ideal conditions, then they will be charged at low rate. And the cost producing of electrical energy is not same for all the consumers, but it increase with the increasing departure of consumers load conditions. Means this the rate will again will depends on the load conditions. It depends on the load conditions also. So it should be fair. It should be fair. Tariff should be fair. Then simplicity. Simplicity, we already discussed simplicity, fairness, then reasonable profit. Reasonable profit. Now the profit element in the tariff should be reasonable. Okay, means electric supply energy. It is what it is, public utility company, and it generally enjoy the benefit of monopoly. Therefore, the investment is relatively safe due to non-competition in the market, because these companies are not having much competition, and due to that the profit is restricted to 8% or so per annum. So profit is also they are not expecting much profit. Profit is reasonable, that 8% is not very high, so it will be reasonable for every consumer. Then attractive, how the tariff should be, it should be attractive. It should be attractive means more number of consumers will get encouraged to use the electricity, or electrical energy. Means maximum number of consumers should use more energy. That's why the tariff should be attractive. And it should be such that consumers can pay it easily. It should be attractive and the consumers should pay it. Means it should be such that consumers can easily pay it. Okay. Again, the consumers are charged according to what the energy cost. They have to charge what the energy cost as per the energy consumption. As everything cost for everything is increasing, so the generation cost is increasing, and that's why the consumers will be charged according to the energy cost. Also, the consumers are encouraged to use the power during off-peak hours. Mostly the consumers are encouraged to use the power during off-peak hours. And also they are penalized for high load demanded at system peak. Okay. Means we can say TOD tariff. If we say TOD tariff, then means generally consumers use the electricity at any time, but what the utility companies expect that for their point of view, if the consumers use the energy during off peak hours, then they will be charged at low rate. But if the consumers are using the electricity at peak hours, then they will be charged at high rate. So the consumer should use the energy, maximum energy during off-peak hour. So that they get they have to pay less tariff. Okay. Again, in this one more point is there. The consumers should be charged as per the type of service rendered by the supply authority. That is, the domestic consumers for its fan light loads, the farmers for its agricultural loads, they should be charged at low rates. But the consumers of commercial or industrial load, they should be charged with high rates as per the supply authority rules. As per the supply authority rules. Means we can say that consumers should be charged as per the type of service rendered. As per the type of service rendered by the supply authority. Okay. Then again, for the characteristic of tariff, one more point is their power factor. Uh, Power factor. This is very important factor because that has to be considered for commercial consumers and industrial consumers. Now, the commercial and industrial consumers, where electrical machine works, they may face a problem of maintaining the power factor to required one. Okay, because in industry or commercial purpose, machines are there, electric machines are there, and there the to maintain the power factor is very difficult, and that's why they are penalized for poor power factor. If in their company or in commercial or industrial consumers, at their side, if the power factor is less, then they will have to pay more because of low power factor. Hence, electricity board authorities, they generally suggest consumers to use capacitor bank. They suggest to use capacitor bank to improve the load power factor and maintain it to the required one. So these are some points which consumers have to keep in mind, as they have to pay for it, as they have to pay for electricity, because electricity distribution companies are supplying the power, but they are taking the cost of generation, transmission, distribution, operation, maintenance, as well as some profits. So we should know what type of tariff we have to pay. Means, as we are paying the tariff in terms of electricity bill, so what we are paying, that customer should know. That customer should know. And what are the characteristics of tariff? The characteristics, just we have discussed that how the tariff should be. Means first is proper return. Means there should be proper return. Means utility company is expecting some profit from the consumers or customers, because they are investing the amount in generation of electricity, then they are investing in transmission, in distribution, in operation, in maintenance. So obviously they will take this cost. Along with that, we have to pay for their profit. Means as the distribution company is expecting some profit also, so we have to pay the tariff considering all these factors. Then fairness, how the tariff should be, it should be fair, it should be fair, it should be fair. Means it should be fair means if consumers load conditions are constant, then they will have to pay at less amount. Means they will be charged at low rate. But if the means if at consumer side their load variation is more, means load variation is more, then they will have to pay at higher rate. Okay, so load variation should not be there. Means it should be fair. Means if consumers having more fluctuation in their load, then they will have to pay more. And if the consumers at consumer side, if their load variation is not much, if it is almost constant, then they will have to pay at less rate. Means this is the fairness. This is we can say the tariff should be fair. Then simplicity means tariff should be simple, so that an ordinary consumers can also easily understood it. Okay, that's why the tariff should be simple. Means its calculation should be simple, so that an ordinary person can also easily understand it. Okay, then the reasonable profit. Reasonable profit means the profit should be reasonable, because generally it is 8% or so per annum, because electricity company, it is a public utility company, and generally it enjoy the benefit of monopoly, and therefore the investment is also safe due to non competition in the market. And generally it is profit is mostly 8%, near to 8%. Okay, so these are the attractive profit. Attractive profit or tariff should be attractive. Tariff should be attractive, so that large number of consumers are encouraged to use electrical energy. Means tariff should not be very high. If it is very at high rate, then very less few or less number of consumers will use it. So this electricity should be used by maximum number of people, and that's why it should be attractive. That's why it should be attractive. So power factor is also to be considered. Means if consumers means power factor, generally it is applicable to commercial and industrial consumers, because in industries machines, electric machines are there, and the power factor, to maintain the power factor of the machines is very difficult. And if the power factor is very low, then the companies have to pay more for the poor power factor, because they will have to pay the penalties for poor power factor. So the power factor should be very high in industries or in commercial, yeah, at commercial side also. They are using the machines which are having low power factor, and that's why the utilities suggest the consumers to use capacitor banks to improve the power factor and maintain it to the required one. Also the distribution company suggests to use the power at off-peak hours, because if the consumers use the powers at off-peak hours, then they will be charged at low rate. But if the consumers are using the power at peak load, then they will be charged at high rate. So these also the points which should be keep in mind. So this was about the tariff and its objective. Okay. In next class we will see the types of tariffs. In next class we will see the tariffs of, we'll see the types of tariff.